lovely souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Adrastia Luna, and here on Divine Tea with Luna, we do tarot picker cards, we do other spiritual related videos. My entire point with this channel is for us to grow spiritually, so ultimately we can all live a better life, and so on and so forth. Today's picker card is very important, and it is also very elusive to many people. Today's picker card's topic is, what are your messages from your shadow self? What does your shadow self want to tell you? Okay, this might get a little hard for some people. I don't know. I haven't looked at the cards yet. So we're gonna find out. But all the messages that are coming today are from your shadow self. What your shadow self wants to tell you, how it manifests in your life, what you must do, etc. etc. And today's piles are a little thick, so this video is going to be a little long. And I'm saying that because I've been recently doing mini readings for daily basis, and you can see the paw of my dog now because she's not gonna budge from here. She loves me too much. I'm actually shooting without the fan on because I want to get the sound perfect, and I don't have a mic yet. And I asked my dogs to go to the AC room, but none of them are going. Okay, guys. So, messages from your shadow self. What does your shadow self want to tell you? First, let me just tell you, this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. So you need to ground yourself, and then you need to take your 3 or 5 deep breaths, so you calm down and you come out of your monkey mind, and that you can get in touch with your intuition. And it's all right if you choose more than one pile. Since this is a collective reading, it's always going to be a bag of mixed things. So definitely go on, choose the pile that you like, because yeah, because you might have messages or some messages from other piles. So don't worry about that at all. Okay. So something about the shadow self. Your shadow self is the parts of yourself which you have disowned. The parts which you don't want to come face to face with. The parts that you have buried deep beneath. The parts which originated back in your childhood. The parts which were triggered or activated by your parents, because from 0 to 7 years, these are the most fundamental years of our lives, and they actually uh, build the kind of person we become in a more so-called unconscious way. It's a different matter that we can choose to, of course, become aware and work on those issues and work on those subconscious programming. But before that, it's important that we know uh, what is actually our shadow self. So this picker card might give you some insight, but I do want to tell you that ultimately you would know more. So it can be that this picker card tells you something, and maybe from there you can start building up. Maybe this can be a start of your journey of healing yourself. So yes, so now I am going to begin with pile number 1. Let's see, pile number 1, what do we have for you? We've got 6 of Wands, King of Wands, 6 of Swords. So I see fire signs and a little bit of air signs. So Aries, Sag, Leo, and Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But let's go on and see the other cards. What messages other cards are giving you. Okay, file number one. As you can see, this is a big spread today, and we're gonna get many messages. Okay. To begin with, I see that firstly, you don't accept that we cannot be at full energy all the time, that there's always going to be an ebb and flow. I feel you're one of those people who have not worked as hard in the beginning part of your life, but now you've realized what kind of time you've let go of, and now you're like, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I gotta hustle, 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 and that is okay. But I just want to tell you, you have to give yourself some break, because ultimately rest is productivity. There is no productivity without rest, because ultimately if you keep hustling, 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 you are going to reach a point where you're going to feel that you've burnt out. So, what to do when you're resting? I suggest you take on a journey with your imagination. So, and I'm legit saying this, daydream. Write in your journal about your dreams, about all the things which make you feel good, or all the things you want to achieve, because there's a secret to this. The secret is, the more you feel good about doing something, and the more you tune into that frequency and that vibration, the faster and the easier life and universe is going to make it for you to achieve it. And there's a whole thing about your oversoul looking for it, your higher self, your higher mind, your spirit guides looking out for you, and all of that is there. So that is one thing I see for you. Second, I feel that you doubt yourself tremendously. You doubt yourself that you can ever win at life, or uh, you can ever, become the king of wands. I feel that. I also feel that you are somebody who plans a lot but does not achieve everything. And hear me out, it is because you plan inhumanly. You chalk out, like, I want to study 8 hours a day, and then I want to do 2 hours of painting, and then I want 2 hours of hanging out with people, and then I want 2 hours of working out. So that's like 14 hours there. It does not happen that way. I'm just giving you an example, because little secret, I've been like that as well. Okay, coming back, so I feel that you have all those things going on, and it's not like you have not acknowledged these parts of yourself. You have come to certain clear solutions, and Lantern Fairy has actually helped you with it. So it's not like you don't know things, or you don't know which direction to go to, or how and where to work with yourself. I feel that you do know this. And also with that, I feel there's a lot of cleaning up to do. Cleaning up emotionally, cleaning up, just doing a clutter, like decluttering your house, maybe shifting to a more minimalistic side. It also points towards this thing of, you know it points towards this fact that you may buy things to feel good. Okay, you might buy things to feel good, and dear sweetheart, it's never good, because you can't keep filling up the holes in your heart by buying things. Okay, and and it's not a shadow side, because within your shadow self also lies your unearthed potential. You know, all the potential that you can be is in your shadow self. So this reading, whatever I'm telling you, just hold on, just bear with me, because whatever I'm telling you, and if you are working on it, and if you plan to work on it, you are going to become the king of wands. You are going to be victorious. People are going to celebrate you. People are going to want to not want to, people are going to recognize you. You know, this is somebody like a public figure. The next thing that I see is transitions. I feel you have been working on yourself. You, or if you've not been working on yourself like very seriously, I feel that you have at least accepted or started seeing that there's a problem somewhere, that you need to change yourself in order to be better now. There is something that needs to change in your life. Okay, the next thing that I see is spirit telling you that you're stronger than you know. You're stronger than you know. Okay, so we might feel that, you know, the butterfly is very fragile, and they are fragile, but you know, they have such advanced eyes. Their entire physical structure is so advanced. Sometimes that is us, that is our psyche. We don't know how blessed we are, we don't know how powerful we are. And that is also one of the back of the deck energies that came across, that you have to be your true strength. You have to be your true self, because who you are is powerful. And I'm not just saying because it's you, pile 1, it's pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, it's all of us. It's me, it's you, it's your neighbor, it's your mother. We are all powerful beings. Spirit is also saying that you need to change your mind regarding something, or you are actually changing your mind. This actually ties in with this card, because you're trying to come away from the old structures, and God bless you, 6 retrogrades by the end. Like right now we have 6 planets in retrograde. So yeah, it's only common that you would be going through that. The next part that I feel is the how you can work with your shadow self is you need to tune into the portal of your heart. You need to tune into your inner temple, your inner heart, your sacrosanct space, because of who you are. What is it that makes you you? What is it that makes you stand out? See, where are you being called to journey to? And 6 of Swords and this journey to Imara card can... I also feel that some kind of a movement is on the cards for you, some kind of a journey. This may be mental, this may be emotional, this may be as might be physical. So remember, collective reading, so different messages for different people. It can be that you are completely transitioning, you're changing your mind, you're going into this new shift. And I don't doubt it, after the solar eclipse in new moon in Cancer, I don't doubt that all of us are moving towards some kind of a new journey. And with that, spirit is asking you to forgive. Ouch. Okay. Spirit is asking you to forgive. And Spirit is blessing that. Because when you forgive others, it's never for the other person. It is always for you, guys. It is always for you. And don't worry, you're divinely protected. Okay, guys. And the last few messages that I have for you is that love, of course, a big part of owning your shadow side is to finally start loving yourself. Love, a steadfast embrace of the heart, flows through and from you at all times for all time. Recently, I came across this picture which said that when you fall in love with someone, your partner is just an excuse for the love flowing from you, because ultimately the love is flowing from you. Your partner is just an external excuse, not even a stimuli, because yeah, stimuli to a certain extent, but that person might not even have done anything. The partner might, your partner or anybody you're interested in, might just have been the way they are. It is you who got affected, it is you who fell for them. Understand where I'm going at. So self love is a big part of shadow work. So don't worry, I know it's difficult, but stay with it, because once you integrate the darkness with the light, once you understand your shadow self, you'll understand what you're really capable of doing. You'll understand you are King of Wands. You are the King of Wands, guys. Yeah, the King of Wands who's always planning, who wants to go and capture the world. Okay. The spirit of serenity brings a calmness to the connectivity of all that is meditation. You need to tap into serenity. You need to tap into being calm. You need to start finding, searching, feeling, I feel a little bit, because again, these things are going to fall into place once you start doing the hard work, and it might take some time, but don't worry, you will reach there. And the reason why I say this is because Spirit is giving you two messages again. Nothing will come out of the situation. Whatever you're transitioning from, if you still have not transitioned or you have not made your mind to transition, Spirit is asking you to do that. Because whichever situation is keeping you held in, whichever situation is holding you back, Spirit is asking you to let that go. And the last one is be bold and make the first move. Okay, guys. To sum it up all, I feel that you are awakening. You're going through an awakening. You are finally waking up to the fact that you have been sent on earth for a purpose, and that you will only tap into that purpose once you tap into your imagination. For those who already know their purpose, I just want to tell you, give yourself time. Do not get crazy on your ASS, okay? Do not go bonkers like that. Wait, because you need rest. You need to forgive. You need to meditate. And you need to believe that you are stronger than you know and than you think. Also, it's a huge time for you to declutter. All right. That's it for you guys. Let's move on. Pile number 2. Let's look at your cards. You're leaving behind something. You're someone who does not. You want to leave behind something, but you are going through a lot of inner conflicts at the moment. You're also someone who does not easily want to help others all the time. You are a little hesitant. You want to find out some kind of some kind of giving, some kind of exchange in that. And I don't blame you. It is the way 3D Earth is structured. But the point is that we have to evolve out. Okay? That is of utmost importance. You're going through a lot of conflicts right now. You are getting massively triggered. But all of these things are signs that you need to work on yourself, that there's something that you need to look at. So, yeah. Next, you've got the wisdom though of dealing with things. You need to nurture a new idea. You need to learn to meditate and contemplate. And you need to understand that we are all connected. So whether you choose to help someone or not, we are all finally connected. So if you sit down and think about what is this going to benefit, how is this going to benefit me, sweetheart, it doesn't work that way. Okay. A blessing from your ancestors, and you've got the wisdom card. Very nice. Okay. An important end. Clairvoyance. Okay. Okay. Pile 2, I feel that you have a psychic ability, you have clairvoyance, and you are ending a very important cycle in your life. You are ending something that had kept you in shackles for the longest time, something that never gave you peace. You are leaving all that behind. Now, what the message from your shadow self is this, that whatever you're trying to leave, you have to leave. You can't be stuck there, and you can't be hesitant to give help or take help. That's a huge part. Those people who don't want to give help as easy are also the same people who have like a lot of difficulty in accepting help when it comes. But with all of this, I see that you are divinely blessed. You are being propelled to do some kind of a good work. You have ancestral support and guidance and love and wisdom. Since you have a psychic ability, clairvoyance, and it might be that you have other clairs as well. Just look it up. It can be because we all have psychic abilities. We just are dumbed down so that it's easier to subjugate us. Coming back, there are certain things that are coming up. There are certain issues which are coming up. So the solar eclipse that went, of course, it is a new beginning. It's marking a new beginning. It's marking a huge end, and a lot of it is, all of that is there. But for some people, it's going to be extremely easy and happy-go-lucky because they've ended some cycle. At the same time, it can be very difficult also because we don't know how to be with new things. We don't know how to begin, how to be all right with a new thing beginning over which we have no control. A lot of these things are there, all right. So spirit is asking you to finally understand that we are all connected to each other, and what you do affects the whole world. And I might sound very, very out there, but trust you me, everything you do has an impact. Everything you are anyhow creating an impact by being the best version of yourself. You don't think it's going to affect others? Come on. I also see you're doing some kind of a good work here. because you've got a blessing for good work. And look at the abundance in the picture. Is it a robin? Yeah, but you see, I get this feeling of abundance, abundance with her. Oh, look at this card. I just skipped this card. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it. Next, I feel a lot of you have begun the journey of trying to be sober, and Spirit is sending messages about your health. You need to get on a new exercise program. Yeah, because that lockdown weight might be put up, and also there's like another lockdown, like it keeps getting extended. But yeah, I feel this entire transition 2020 has made you understand that finally you have to depend on yourself. Finally, you have to understand how powerful you really are. Finally, you have to understand that any kind of addiction, maybe it's social media addiction, it can be cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, anything, all those are just merely escapes. There's nothing to them. These are all escapes, and these and you're escaping yourself. Like, what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? This is a reflective card. You need to understand every trigger that comes up are things that you need to heal. So even if you are like, I understand a lot of you are already into this work, but I just want to tell you that it is a long journey. Like, honestly, guys, I'm just going to reveal it. When I was shuffling the cards and I, sorted all the piles, there were 5 piles, and I asked myself that what's like, which pile would I choose? And I was drawn to pile number 2. And I don't put objects on my pile anymore because I feel it's just easier to choose with your intuition that way, and you don't get distracted by some object or a color. This pile is for me, and let me tell you why. I learned in this entire last 4 months, it's important to give help and accept help. It's important to get sober. I'm not kidding you. I left all my addictions cold turkey. Cold turkey. Luna used to smoke as well. Luna used to drink as well. But you will not believe, I just left. One fine day when the lockdown started, I was like, if this virus is really out there and it's really affecting everybody the way it is, I want to live. I want to do good work. And I did not awaken to my psychic abilities till then as well. But I knew that my intuition is on point. And the reason why I'm sharing this story is because some of you just might find some semblance of similarity, and you might understand that what the path that you are on, it feels very confusing in the beginning, but it gets better. And I actually googled my north node. You have to find that out in your natal chart, and know what's your north node. In Vedic astrology, it's where your Rahu is at. That's your future life. So my Rahu or my North Node is in Scorpio. So Scorpio and North Node just means that you should not be worried about this material world anymore. You don't have anything to do with the material world anymore. You have to learn to let go of everything material, and now everything that you do has to be spiritual. You have to be now concerned with matters of the other world, the other dimensions. And trust you me, when I was finding out these things about myself, I was like, what's happening? I didn't believe, because all of them were so bizarre. Imagine tarot cards telling me 6 months back that you're a healer, that you are the medicine woman, and I was crazy. Like, I did not believe it because I'm a very logical person that time, but it unfolded slowly. it all started falling into place. I realized why I had gone through the things that I had gone through, and this sobriety card is on point for me because I changed my vibration, things changed, and I did not go back. Earlier, I would feel bored and not do any, like, not indulge in hobbies, but do the other kinds of, be indulge in other addictions, and that addiction is also food, right? So it's not like I don't crave junk food now, I do, but I'm more mindful about it. So whenever I eat less, or I try to make it at home, things like that. And yes, spirit, I get it, I need to exercise, I know, thank you, I'm gonna stop sending me these many signals. But yeah, seriously. Okay, coming back to the the all of us who've chosen pile 2, get grounded, meditate, start analyzing. If you don't actively engage with your shadow self, you will not understand your potential, because in your shadow self lies everything that you can be. Because your shadow self is born out of your childhood years, your growing up years. And that is the time when we've tried to often shape and mold ourselves according to the society. But that's not how you should do it. Okay? So, that's it for you, pile 2. I think the last few messages I want to give you is that if you work on your shadow self, a win-win outcome is on the forecast. And meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Neptune just went retrograde in Pisces. We've got the nurture card. Nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of listening. Yes. Finally, why is it not focusing? Yeah. Finally, when you start loving your inner child, everything falls into place. Please love your inner child. Talk to her or him. Why don't you all write a letter to your inner child? Or why don't you write a letter to your childhood self? Guys, you don't even know. So many things are gonna come up once you deal with it. Once you just start that conversation, you know. I'm so excited for you guys because this is a journey that I have been on, and it doesn't end that way. Because when do you know that you have completely healed? Because I've been at it for years now, and I don't know where what's the start, like what's the end line. But I tell you, the more you indulge, the more you work, it gets easier, it gets more synchronous once you do things which are in alignment with yourself. Okay, if you liked my reading, if any messages resonated with you, please comment and let me know down below. I want to hear your stories, and I want to hear how my reading fit with you. So yeah, moving on to pile number 3. Pile number 3. In the beginning you get the death card, and you get the sweet memories. For a moment, these memories are going to come to you. Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle, a blessing to ease loneliness. Your commitment is being tested, and the energy is gaining momentum. Acceptance, the cycle of life in nature. Patience, beauty, protection. Actually, you guys are the only group that got 3 witchlings card. Next you got, what are you clinging on to? Your vibration is rising. Motivation, join in. Okay. 4 of Pents, 2 of Swords, Ace of Wands. Okay. This might just be your okay. One clear message from your shadow self is that you are holding on to things. You're being very Four of Pentacles because you also got the Four of Pence. Okay, this is the card which talks about camera focus. Yeah, which talks about how you want to cling on to things that you've gotten. Right? Look at the guy. He's completely just sitting on that treasure, and he's not going to get up. The point being that the moment you hold on to things, you stagnate energy. That's a big lesson that everybody needs to learn. You are learning that. If you're not learning, I hope you learn it, because the other cards are telling you are pointing towards that. Not only this, you are confused about two things. Your mind is foggy right now. You cannot make the correct decision that you need to make. And not only that, but you are holding back from doing something that you really love, something that you have passion for. That is a message that I'm getting, that you are not doing that would make you happy and bring you in with alignment. Just hold on a second. I'm getting some messages. I just heard that you're defeated, that you feel defeated, that you can't. Oh, maybe that is why this card came out. You know? Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle. So you might have lost the battle, but. And you're also asking for a companion. And look, there's a woman who is holding the swords, who's holding the sword, and she's hoping and wishing that this loneliness is taken care of by a companion. You got the I Am Kali card. You got the card of from death comes rebirth. And it's true. One of the biggest things you have to learn, pile 3, is that life will always keep going up and down. This is very much like the death card, which is all about transformation. And you might ask me, what about death? What happens when a person dies? After they die, they turn into energy. And if they have chosen to come back into some physical form, they would. Maybe not on Earth, maybe on some other planet. You just don't know about it yet. And I can feel you being nostalgic about the past. I can feel that you want to smell the roses from the good memories. But things have passed on now. There's been a battle. There's been a fierce conflict between you and someone or party. Like 2 parties are involved. Or I feel for some of you 3 parties are involved, and some of your marriages are ending. Yeah, I'm just channeling. I'm sorry if I'm a little slow. Sorry, not low. Yeah. Big message coming from Spirit is that you have to go back and connect with the nature. You have to connect with nature, and you have to become one. I feel if you can't go to nature, a lot of us can't, just listen to nature sounds on YouTube or like nature guided meditations. That helps a lot. Your commitment is being tested, but I feel this is actually pointing more towards commitment, towards who you are as a person. You also got the crumbling card. So what are you holding on to? Why are you holding on to things that are crumbling away? Why are you trying to stagnate the energy? Pile 3. Nothing good is going to come out of this. You need to let it go. Whatever crumbles, let it go, because we don't want no foundations anymore which do not have strong bases, do we now? We don't. Also, since you're going through so many hardships, you your vibration is rising, okay? In the sense that you're going through an awakening, and my dear darling, awakenings are never pretty. It's always messy, okay? Spirit is asking, join in, join us. You also got the motivation card. Your commitment is being tested and the energy is gaining momentum. I also feel some of you need protection against bad energies or low vibrational energies. So please try to do some protection spells on yourself. Around me now is a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. You need to focus on what makes you beautiful truly from inside and outside. Not just that, you need to be patient with yourself throughout this journey. All right, pile 3. I can feel you've gone through something really bad and you're going through something which is terrible and messy. And I'm sorry that I'm sorry that you're going through this, but darling, this is going to help you. This is going to bring you to a new perspective. This is changing you to a newer you. You're going to become somebody you can't even believe. And trust you me, I have been there. I have been through these moments and I know what I'm talking about. I really would suggest you please find time for yourself and meditate, because this time you really need it. I can see that you have some issues and it's a very, very difficult time that you're going through, and I completely empathize, but only you can solve it and only you can help yourself. Okay, moving on. Pile 4. You got Violet Angel, Breaking Dawn. This is the card of this is the card of healing, falling in love, blessing on a new venture, a blessing for earth. Your shadow self is telling you, whoever you fall for the next time, he or she is not going to be what you expected. It's going to be somebody completely different, and you wouldn't know why you are attracted to them or why you've fallen for them. So what shadow aspect is coming out is that you are too set in ways. For example, the way society has completely made it to you that this is beauty, this is your ideal partner, this is what your partner should be doing. All of those are just constructs. Whoever you fall in love with, you'd know it in your heart of the hearts. Okay, no society can intrude into that. Be true to you. You're not being true, you're lying to yourself. And I feel a big part of it is outside influence. Look at that. You got the courage card. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Show the world the real you. Your shadow self is healing more than it has let you know, but it's time. Your shadow self is telling you, you know what, you have great potential, you just need to let me out now. Just let me out and see what I can do. Self exploration. I love how tarot works. Fairy tales and myths. Okay, guys, there's a lot of truth in fairy tale. Life can be like fairy tale, and I'm going to make a video about it and why I'm saying it. Beware of your dreams. Oh, it's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. Self explorations. Okay, Your dreams are messengers. Please, 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 please look into your dreams, whatever vivid dreams that you're having, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. Nine of Wands. You are standing with all the wands pointing at you. You are standing there and your back is against the wall, but you're still standing strong. Oh god, you got the Nine of Swords. Oh, you're going through anxiety and depression as well. But don't you worry, healing is on the cards. Love that is very strange is on the card. A love that is going to fulfill you. And Four of Wands. Oh god, this is actually the marriage card. Expect somebody to come into your life who's with whom you might probably settle down. Expect that. Yeah, that's that's very possible with all the cards. You've got new venture card as well. So yeah, you can be called to start something new. I feel right now, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Yeah, I was just going to say that what you need to do is you need to calm the F down. I know I'm asking of hard things. That's what I always do in my readings, because I want you, whoever is attracted to these readings, I want you all to have that kind of a mindset and life. What I want you to do is, I know it's very hard. So the harder thing is that you have to start grounding yourself. You need to get a hold of yourself. And I know that this time you might feel that everything is going wrong for you and things are not working out. But all this time is asking you to find the calm within yourself. Because right now there's no possible way that you can find any calm outside of yourself. Alright, pile 5? Pile 5, so you know what happened to the video. Okay, so yeah, continuing, I want to tell you that you have blessings from Mother Gaia and you have a lot of support from the spirit. I see a love coming into your life which will turn into marriage. I also feel that you have a lot of healing going on right now, and you need to ground yourself. It might feel that you're not healing, but it hurts the most while you're healing. I would also ask you to preserve a dream journal, because your dreams are messengers. And again, please meditate. Okay guys, that's it for you. Thank you.